Hi guys, and welcome back to Under the Bonnet, Old Man Phil and Burnley. And we're coming to the business end of the season now. Hi Ethan, how are you, mate? Good to see you again. Understand, Blob, no problem if you can't make it. It was good for you to pop in and say you can't make it, and hopefully we'll catch you for the last half an hour. If there's anything wrong with the script, if there is anything wrong with the stream, Ethan, can you let me know, mate? That would be so kind of you. And don't forget, likes and comments and stuff help to force the video out to other viewers. People who've not seen the channel before and would love to get a chance to have a look. So it's your likes, your comments that will help to do that. I'd appreciate it a great deal. Thanks very much indeed. So we are going to march on with Burnley, and yep, I remember. We are second in the table, and now we're only 5 points behind Norwich. And a little while ago, we were 13 points behind Norwich, but we went on this 5-game winning run, and Norwich lost a couple of games, and now suddenly the pressure seems to be back on Norwich. Today we've got like very, very tough games. Middlesbrough, Sheffield United, both very tough games. I don't know if the curse of FM is going to kick in, but we've got 4th and 7th. And how does that affect our run-in? Well, I guess if we're getting all these difficult fixtures out of the way now, the run-in will be fairly easy. Reading, Rotherham, Bristol City, pretty cool games, but QPR and Cardiff, top of the league, top half of the table teams, they're going to be a lot tougher. We do have a tough run-in. I'm wondering about Norwich's run-in and how their schedule looks for the run-in. Blackburn, Rotherham, Middlesbrough, QPR, tough games, 2 tough games. I still think Norwich are going to win the title. And I think second is more realistic for us to be chasing at this point. We just got to hope that Norwich will slip up again. If they do slip and lose and we win, then we close the gap to 2 points. Norwich are then really under pressure. And we have to play Middlesbrough, who are a very, very good team. I'm wondering what their current form is like. Well, they did lose against Huddersfield. Let's have a look at what happened against Huddersfield. And if we have a look at Middlesbrough, who I guess are the red, played mostly down the right-hand side. So we will have to be strong on the right-hand side. And Huddersfield attacked down the left. Interesting that it should work out that way. I don't know if I want to try and emulate that. If we have a look at Huddersfield's pretty much playing wing play by the look of it. And Middlesbrough, again, most of their passing interchanging down the left. And seems like Matt Clark is somebody who receives the ball a lot and also distributes the ball a lot. Similarly, Lenihan doesn't receive the ball too much from this side of the pitch, but does receive the ball a lot on the other flank. So we have to be very careful of the flanks. And with that in mind, I've actually looked at the tactic and made a tweak to the tactic. And if we just look at their team report, they're a very, very good team. And there's not a lot wrong with them. There's not a lot that we can actually find that they are poor at. They don't have the greatest acceleration and they're not very aggressive. Now, does that mean that I play with a high line or should I play with a low block? Because they are very good at long shots, and I need probably to compact this area of the pitch when defending to stop those long shots. I think, though, maybe I should go a little bit more positive. Maybe just play with a balanced approach to begin with. Play as we normally play. I don't want them dribbling the ball. I want us to pass the ball around They're not very aggressive, so we should press them hard, and press them high up the pitch. I think that's probably the way that we're going to play. They do have good crossing ability. We need to stop them crossing the ball. So that's probably the way that we are going to play it. And hopefully that's how it will go. And if we can win this game, then we will put real pressure on Norwich. And as far as the board are concerned, they are fairly pleased at the moment, but they're only pleased because we are in second place. Every time we went down from second place, this went down to the point where they were very disappointed at one point when we were in third. And I don't like that, because it's a requirement that we gain automatic promotion. And I don't know, with all the struggles that we've had, I don't feel very optimistic that that's guaranteed. There are some very tired players in this team. Let's give them a run out. Rodriguez, yeah, he can have a 90-minute run out. Ashley Barnes, why not? These are players that don't now regularly play. Connor Roberts, yeah, he can have a run out. Vitinho is going to play in the next game. Egan Riley can play in the reserve game. Peacock Farrell, he can play in the reserve game as well. Just give him a game. Dervisoglu, why is he unregistered? Oh, he can't play in the reserves game for some reason. Kevin Long, no, we'll need him on the bench, fit and healthy. And Cherlanoff, possibly give him a run out for 45 minutes. And that might help with fitness issues, so why not give them a run out? But I don't, like, is the curse of FM going to take hold here? We've been on this 5-game winning streak, and this could be a tricky game that we have coming up. And Middlesbrough, a very, very good team, and are sitting in 4th. It'd be interesting to see where, although this might have changed since the beginning of the season, they're only predicted at the moment to finish in 6th. Sheffield United are predicted to finish in 4th. So these will be 2 very tough games. And we'll do well to get 4 points out of these 2 games. Do very, very well. And so let's have a look, and let's get to this match. I think that if we play them in the way that we have actually been playing, and we retain that form, we should have no problems dealing with them. They will try to play it down the wings. My assistant still wants me to play Cook in at centre back, and I don't understand that. When we have McNally, who is in fine form at the moment, and Ashley Westwood playing at DLP, no, I don't think so, and definitely not Teller on the wing. I want to give Vitinho a run out. I think he's a good player. He's just been out of form, and hopefully Vitinho. Neil Moss, is he the guy I offered the contract to for a goalkeeping coach? Yeah. So let's have a look at him. 16, 13, 13. And our current goalkeeping coach is 10, 10, 10. So he probably would be. Let's actually get rid of him. Bring in the new goalkeeping coach. And that improves the squad of coaches a little bit. We've got to assume that we're going to get promoted, even if it's through the playoffs. But if it's through the playoffs, then I will probably not be manager, because they will want automatic promotion. It seems very strange that they... Oh, no, I can do without that. Bayek is injured. Oh, my God. The key man. Oh, boy. That is something that I could do without. Now I do have a problem at DLP, and I think I'm going to play Bastion at DLP. Probably the best of a bad bunch. That is the worst possible news. That's going to keep him out for the rest of the season. Not yet, Ethan. Not much has come back in terms of scouting. This isn't the best scouting team that I've ever come across. As soon as anything comes in, we'll have a look at it. But as I say, I've got no money at the moment. We can't do anything until the budgets are set for the summer. So not much we can do in terms of scouting, in terms of signing players, even in terms of pre-season signings. No, we can't do it. End of season signings. So we've got to go and play against Middlesbrough. And with Bayek out now, I feel even less optimistic about this. And I don't know, who's he going to put in as DRP? He's gone with Bastion, so he hasn't decided that's a bad idea. He wants to play cautious, he always does. He wants to regroup. I think we need to get in their face, to be honest. Press them high up and take advantage of the fact that they're not very aggressive. Could go get stuck in, but I think we'll leave that for the moment. We'll have a look at their team. That he's not very fast. We'll close him down and turn him onto his left foot. Just make him uncomfortable. He won't want to play on his weaker foot. We'll close this guy down as well, and we'll turn him onto his right foot. And possibly hard tackle him, because he's not very strong. So we'll close him down, turn him onto his right foot, and hard tackle him. Hewson previously was a very, very good player. Probably not a great player now at 34, lacks pace, lacks strength. So we'll tight mark him and we'll turn him onto his left foot. Tight mark him, turn him onto his left foot. And then Paddy McNair, interesting choice in midfield. He's going to be a ball winner, I guess. So we probably just need to close him down and turn him onto his left foot. He doesn't have great pace or dribbling skills, so just closing him down should be enough. We don't have to assign somebody to take him out of the game entirely. Here's a guy who's a candidate for a hard tackle, and that's what we'll do. And I think we can close him down as well, so we'll close him down, hard tackle him left foot. And then Matt Crooks, looks like we should tight mark him. Tight mark him left foot. Seems the best way to deal with him. Ryan Giles has a bit of pace. Don't want to get too close to him. So we'll hard tackle him, turn him onto his right foot. And then finally, Muñez. Finishing isn't brilliant. His composure, he's not bad for this level. Just might struggle in the Premier League. Tight mark him left foot. Fairly straightforward. And that's the opposition instructions done. I'm fairly happy with the team. It's the team that's been doing really well. Vitinho has come in for Zuuri. Bayek, of course, can't play now, so we need another substitute. Who can come in for Bayek? I don't have great depth in midfield, which is a bit of a problem. Everyone's struggling. We'll bring Rodriguez onto the bench just for the sake of numbers. And we will go with that team. And I got to hope we're in form again. Campbell is in form. Vitinho is a little bit nervy. Oh, we don't want any sound on. Let's take the sound out. Vitinho is a little bit nervy. I wonder why. We have a look at who he's up against. Yeah, he is a little bit stronger. So let's just go and tell Vitinho. Let's cheer Vitinho up and say, don't tackle harder. That should cheer him up. Okay, it's time to get this game on the road. We've been on a good run. Get out there and impress me. I'm expecting to see solid defence. Take control of the midfield. I wonder, with Bayick out now, is this the beginning of the end? Because no, I haven't watched any highlights over the last few days, Nathan. Not really had a lot of time, so no, I didn't see that free kick. Was it a good one? I guess it was, if you're mentioning it. I guess it was a very good free kick. And yeah, there they go. They're spreading it out wide. But we've just got to close them down, make them make mistakes. And that was pretty good. Well done. We're playing at the moment just with a balanced mentality. I don't want to go gung-ho at the beginning. We are away from home. We want to be keeping an eye on Norwich and how they're doing. And we do have a free kick. Twine is still yet to score from a free kick. He has 17 free kick and he still hasn't scored from a free kick. One of the reasons that when he was injured in the first half of the season, one of the reasons I wanted him back was that he did have this free kick attribute. And unfortunately, though, he hasn't actually shown any of it. We're kind of, it's fairly 50-50 this game. We've had the only shot. We're not keeping possession, which isn't a good sign. And unless we start keeping possession a little bit better, we might have to do something about that. We are keeping it a little bit better now. And we are coming back into the match. We've got the match momentum. We're just not creating chances at the moment. And there's only been one shot on goal the whole game. We need to do better, and here's a chance for Middlesbrough, and it goes behind. It's deflected behind. I think it's a corner, and I just feel that something isn't right here, and we're not getting highlights, and I don't like that when there's no highlights, and it always, like, no highlight game smack to me that the opposition are going to go and score at some point. Nicely done. Now let's win the ball. Let's win the ball here. We can't get hold of the ball. Well done, Bastian. And the highlight comes to an end. The moment, I don't know. Are we being aggressive enough with them? Let's go to positive. Let's see if that actually makes us a little bit more mentally aggressive. But at the moment, although we've got the possession, Middlesbrough are looking very dangerous. And I think what I'm going to tell them to do is to step up. I don't like those long balls, and we need to stop those long balls and close the midfield down a little bit better. They are looking, Middlesbrough are looking far more dangerous than we are. Far more dangerous. That was a good cross. That was a very good cross on the volley. And, wow. And Norwich are losing. So if we can somehow find a way to win this game, and Norwich continue to lose, but at the moment it's all Middlesbrough. And I'm not quite sure. I think maybe... what shall I do? Let's go to a low block. Let's try and stop them that way. Maybe we are pressing too much. And let's come off the press a little bit. Let's see if that can help us a little bit. just sit back a little bit. All the lines come back, stop them from getting these shots in, and they are looking extremely dangerous. And that was a good tackle. And they are through, and they have scored. And it was coming. I could see it coming, and I'm not quite sure what to do. It's just like, this is the curse of FM. You turn the machine off, and you come back, and you lose. We are just not playing very well. That was a good tackle, though, but we are not picking these boys up like they've been instructed. They need a rollicking. The low block hadn't gone into force at that point. I didn't do it in time. But this is terrible. This is absolutely dreadful. And losing Bayek, that's like a nightmare. I can't replace Bayek. And there's the Burnley finishing again, rearing its head. This is a team that cannot finish. And we're losing, quite rightly so, at the moment. We have to... Let's see if the low block can kick in a little bit. That's a poor pass. Very poor pass. Oh, come on, somebody do something. That's a nice ball from Twine. Campbell is through. Go on, Campbell. Oh, for goodness sake. For goodness sake. What are you telling me, FM? You're telling me this is a really bad team. I know. Our shooting has not been good enough. And that has to improve. I know everyone in here has a lot more to offer. Okay, let's do it that way. Apprehensive. You weren't that bad. You can still improve. Campbell, 6.4. I needed a big game from my strikers today. And what have I got? Absolute rubbish. Nervous, apprehensive, nervous. Ah, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. I really don't know what to do. I think we'll put Kirkin on an attack mode. See if he can't get up and down that touchline a little bit better. But this is poor. Very, very poor. XG from both sides is terrible. Nobody's creating chances. But Middlesbrough have just scored with one of theirs. We are very poor in midfield now. I think that's possibly me getting the sack with Bayek injured for 6 weeks. That's the sack. I can't replace him. There's no one can do that job. That's a poor pass again. Very poor. And then I don't know what else to try. Let's try bringing the passing distance down a little bit. Let's bring the tempo down. See if we can't get them to slow things down a little bit. Interestingly, Middlesbrough playing through the middle this week. We're not getting shots in. I know my assistant manager's telling me we're not getting shots in. And we're just losing the ball as well. It's just a very, very poor performance. Very poor. Kirkin, Vitinho, what's his... He's not doing bad. Nobody's actually playing badly, apart from our striker. Probably the best player that we have in the team is the one who's playing badly. If he plays badly, this team falls apart. And without Bayek as well, we haven't got a prayer. Brownhill, oh my good lord. Supposed to be good players. From what I can see, you're absolute rubbish. This is supposed to be a very, very good team. And they are absolutely rubbish. Absolute rubbish. It's the kind of team you actually don't mind getting sacked from. Because they are very... Look at this. Absolute rubbish. I need to tell them to get stuck in. Like, they are supposed to be... Middlesbrough are supposed to be not aggressive. But they're just taking the ball off us at will. And this is dreadful. Absolutely dreadful. I can't keep making changes. The only thing I can do now, try something different, is possibly go more direct. We'll go more direct. It's the only thing I can think of now that might make a difference. I've tried everything else. Moved the lines. That didn't work. We now need to go a little bit more direct. We do have a bit of pace up there. So maybe if I also actually say pass into space. Oh, look at this. This is dreadful. It's absolutely shocking. I don't know how we are in second place, because this is how we've played most of the season. They are dreadful. Right, it's time to make some changes. This team is absolutely doing my head in. They don't deserve anything. Let's shout at them. Let's fire them up a little bit. They're supposed to be getting stuck in now. They're not approaching them. Oh, my lord. Oh, dear, oh, dear. The curse of FM. The curse of FM. Let's go and make some changes. Norwich are losing, so we're going to lose too. That's how FM works. Who's playing badly? Kirkin's having a nightmare. Let's get him off then. Harwood Bellis not playing very. Campbell absolutely dreadful. I haven't got anybody who can replace him. I'll have to put Rodriguez on there. Brownhill 6.6. Cullen. Vitinho isn't playing very well either. And I guess it has to be Harwood Bellis. Absolute nightmare. Absolute nightmare. With Norwich, I mean, this was an opportunity to get the 2 points we needed to put the pressure on Norwich, and we can't beat Middlesbrough. Let's go very attacking. We might as well get hung for a sheep as a lamb now. Nothing to lose. They've outplayed us. They've hardly done any attacking. But neither have we. We're just marginally better than them in terms of attacking. But this Burnley team cannot finish. Cannot finish. I've never, in all my days of playing FM, I've never actually seen a team in FM that is so bad at finishing, taking chances. I've never actually seen that before. And this is supposed to be one of the best teams in the league. I don't know if there's something wrong with this game this year. Something really wrong with it. Really, really is something wrong with this game. This Burnley team should be predicted to finish in 10th, not in 2nd. If they are that poor at finishing, why are they predicted to finish so high? Or is the game just taking the mick? Which I think it is. They have tried to make this game harder this year, and they've messed up, and now we've got a red card just to make things even worse. Yeah, red card. I don't care. It's like, do what you need to do. Zohri will have to come back there. it was going to do this. So have a laugh, game FM23. Just have a laugh. Do what you need to do. I'm so angry with this game sometimes. That's the curse of FM. Switch it off, and this is what happens. And the fact that Norwich are losing, it's going to have us lose as well. That is what is unbelievably poor about FM at the moment. It all looks to me like it's a poor simulation, a poor actual game. And did Norwich, see Norwich losing, and so were we. Cardiff drew, so they've closed the gap. I'll actually be very happy to get sacked. Be very, very happy to get sacked from Burnley. They're useless, basically. Going up to the Prem, they'll go straight back down again. You'd have to change that entire team. Nobody is capable of going up into the Prem. Absolutely nobody in that team. And the expectation is promotion. We got a game on Monday. Oh my God. We have to rest these boys then, don't we? That was the curse of FM. Turn the machine off. Turn it back on again, and your 5 games unbeaten is gone. It appalls me. Sometimes this game appalls me. It does not reflect reality at times. And it really does appall me. You're battling against something which isn't reflecting real life. You've got to try and puzzle it out just based on a puzzle, not on something that's reflecting real life. These are a good team. There's no way, with Bayick missing now and Campbell obviously out of form, there's no way we can beat Sheffield United. And I would look at this and say, yeah, we've got no chance whatsoever. Absolutely no chance. And look at the standard and the quality of this team and the finishers that they have in this team. And you've got to argue, why are Burnley in second and why are they doing so badly and struggling in 6th? You've got to argue that. This doesn't make any sense. And the game is just doing strange things this year, and I don't like it. Hey Ludwig, how are you doing? You caught me in a bad mood here. With Norwich losing, we lost as well. And our run-in is tougher than Norwich. It's tougher than Cardiff's. Our run-in is actually probably the toughest. And with the way things are going, it's like it's so hard, so easy now just to lose your concentration. And it's just very, very easy just to say, I don't care anymore, because the game is misbehaving again and not reflecting reality. And I don't know what is wrong with this game this year, but I'm not very happy with it. It's a waste of money at the moment, and unless they do something for FM24, people are going to stop buying it soon. And Harwood Bellis, he wants Bayer to come in now into central defence. What's wrong with McNally? Is he tired? No, they're all fairly fit. He's just being a prat. I'm going to go with his suggestions, see where it gets us. Whatever I'm doing is not actually doing any good at the moment. So I'll just go with what the assistant says and see if there is a possibility that I should listen to him. Because whatever I do is not working. And I'm battling against something that I can't control. So we will just go for the next game with whatever the assistant says. Hey, Michael, how you doing? I can tell you something, Michael. I am battling against the system here. This should not be happening. It should not be happening. And when we were poor, that was a good reflection of it. And we went on that run and Norwich started losing. Norwich no way would have gone on that run of defeat after defeat after defeat. And I'm not too happy with how things are at the moment. Expectation is a win. You're having a laugh. Good God. Expectation is a win. Yeah, whatever. I'll be happy to get a draw in this game. Who had Norwich got? Rotherham. Or they will hammer Rotherham. Pretty sure of that. I'm not even going to check out how they play because I don't think it's making any difference. Well, yeah, we'll hit early crosses. We'll do what the assistant says this time. See if I should be taking any notice of him. What I do know is I don't want to listen to his opposition instructions. And we've just turned him onto his left foot. We'll get rid of all that. We don't need all that. It's just asking for trouble. And Egan. Oh, not him. Not him. Going to turn him onto his left foot. Norwood. Tight mark him. Hard tackle him. This is one thing I would never trust my assistant with. Yeah, hard tackle him. Close him down. Osborne, close him down. Hard tackle him. Tommy Doyle. Weak left foot. We'll close him down and turn him onto his left foot. That should be. And then right foot, close him down. How many midfielders they playing? So who's going to be the playmaker in amongst all them? Maybe Tommy Doyle. We'll type mark Tommy Doyle. Oh, come on. Fleck is okay. Rian Brewster. I don't want to type mark him. He's got too much pace. And we're not playing very well. Just turn him onto his left foot. And then George is the one. If we type mark Brewster, he's going to drag the defenders out of position. Left foot. And type mark him. And we don't want to type mark Brewster. I don't want him. He's going to be dragging players out of position. And I'm going to go positive. I'm going to play with the high press. We're going to try and win this game. But I have a funny feeling this is all going to go pear-shaped. All going pear-shaped. I expect to see a much better performance. Not that I'm going to get it. It's raining, so the high tempo that we want to play at might help. But I definitely don't want these boys dribbling. Yeah, so dribble less. The only time they can dribble is when they're eating their dinner. That's better. That's better. Get in. Get the ball. Put your foot in. Much better. But again, we're not getting highlights that last anything over about 3 seconds. Could be facing the sack again very soon. Could be. Go on a bad run now, and we will be facing the sack. But like I said, I won't actually mind. I think that there are times you can actually win games, but there are times where whatever you do doesn't make a difference. And that's new this year. Last year, you could probably win every game. But this year, there are times when, even though you've worked out what's going wrong, there's nothing that you can do that make it work. And sometimes you can make so many changes, and it just doesn't matter what you do. And I'm not accusing, I'm saying I'm suspicious. And this Burnley team, for example, the number of shots that they have on goal and the number of goals they score, it doesn't make any sense to me. It's like the game is decided this team cannot finish. And it just does that now. No matter what position they are, how close they are to goal, it's just decided. I've decided the game's like I've decided this Burnley team cannot finish, so they're not going to finish. We're going to limit the amount of goals that they score. And it just does feel like that this year. I think they have made or tried to make the game harder this year. And they've adjusted the AI managers. They're very easy to work out. The AI managers are very easy to work out. At 60 minutes... Oh, we've had a goal disallowed again, have we? Brilliant. I see, this is, again, it's another thing that makes me very suspicious. When we do score, it's offside. It's like the game, in trying to make it harder, they haven't done he's offside again. They haven't done a very good job. It's a brilliant goal. And if that was the referee going? And that's going to be offside as well. You see what I'm talking about? No matter how well you play, it's going to contrive that you don't win matches. And we're totally dominating this game. Sheffield United have not been in it. And it's going to do this. QPR are winning, so everybody's closing the gap now. And I'm not sure, Michael, if it is predisposed. I don't think it is. I think you have a chance to win, but I think that in trying to make it more difficult this year, they've overstepped the mark. That's what they've done. And sometimes it becomes impossible, not more difficult. Last year, you could probably win any game. You could probably win them all, and you only lose them. Last year, you'd only lose them because you lose concentration. This year, there's nothing I can do with this Burnley team. Nothing. I know they are poor finishers. We know that. But it's like I'm creating chances. We're doing everything right. And if we can't score, I'm useless here. Absolutely useless. The way we are playing is fine. I also think that this year they found a way to switch off your strikers. So no matter what you do, they switch them off. This year they have messed the game up. And it doesn't make me feel very happy about the game. And I hope that it was just simply because they focused far too much time on PlayStation and getting it on the PS system and didn't focus on the computer game. I hope this year they've addressed that and invested time and money in the game itself and sort out all the issues that they've got. We are playing so well in this game, but we still can't score. This, like, what else am I supposed to do to win this game? We're absolutely hammering them. I mean, I got some very good replies, Michael. It is a game that, come the summer, people get fed up of, and I think most people are kind of interested when it comes out in November. You're going to get a surge of interest in the new game. They want to know what the new game is before they go out and buy it themselves. And I think as the summer comes, the weather gets better, people are going out more. And I think, yeah, maybe it is just that people are not watching anymore. I'm not sure. And maybe, I know there are a lot of people complaining about this game this year, and maybe people have got fed up of people complaining about it so much. And I mean, we are absolutely roasting Sheffield United here, and finally we've got a goal. Is that one going to be disallowed? Twine has finally put one in, and Sheffield United have not created a chance yet. Yeah, I mean, my whole purpose of being here is to raise money for the BHF, Michael. And I think that's what I want to do, and I'm committed to that, and I'm driven to do it. If it's not going to be a lot, it's still going to be some money, and some money is better than not any money. And they're going to have one corner and score. They not well defended. And you really like the game this year, Ludwig? I've been playing it for many, many years now, and there are things about this game that I really don't like this year. And the one thing that they did do to make it much harder was the AI managers becoming better. Well, they're not any better, and all you've got to do is wait for 60 minutes, and they will change something at 60 minutes. And just be prepared to be a little bit more defensive if they start coming into the game. And you just got to keep an eye on the match momentum. Who is the match momentum with? And at the moment, it's with Middlesbrough as we get to half time. And so, yeah, just be careful at 60 minutes and just watch to see if the match momentum switches. But while you're in charge, you don't need to do anything. My health is okay. They're managing it with medication, and so we're okay. Thanks, Michael. But yeah, I mean, that's what I've set out to do, and that's what I want to do. And so I'm going to continue. And I will always hope that maybe next year they will have made it a lot better. They've got so much to work on in this game. It could be the greatest game in the world, but it lacks work. And this must be the equaliser then, is it? Oh, they've hit the post. And I don't think they're playing any differently. I don't think they're playing any better. Are we playing worse, though? Let's get a second goal. Let's make it a little bit more comfortable. Are we capable of getting a second goal? Who's that on a 6.5? Cullen. See, that shot from there. What's that about? It's like, that's just to show me that the team is poor. The team are poor finishers. There's the equaliser, is it not? Their finishing is worse than ours. We're giving them chances. I think maybe they are coming back into the game. So it is a case of just like going a little bit more defensive now, because they are coming back into the game, and these guys need shouting at. They're just not doing well enough. And Campbell's gone a 6.5 again. And it's not like we haven't created chances. We've created tons. He was supposed to be the guy who comes in and saves the save. But he's just become as bad as the others, unfortunately. Roberts is on a yellow card. Have to be careful. I don't want another fullback getting sent off. Oh, Campbell. Finally, you've scored a goal. And finally, we've won a football match, have we? That's cool. Always watch my games at full time, and for me, otherwise, it doesn't make fun because you're obviously, I mean, what's happening with the AI is that the opposition managers now, when they go 2-0 down, they will go more attacking, or if they're 1-0 up, they'll go more defensive. The clues that you get for that happening are not really that good. We don't know. Have they gone more defensive? I from these highlights, I don't know. What is that? What was that? Oh, lordy. Well, at least we are winning. Just look at that. Are they getting tired? No, they look all right, although this doesn't work in the skin, actually, this year, which is a shame. Now, come on, let's get another one. Let's put it beyond doubt now. We've buried them, and we shouldn't be letting them back into the game at all. Nice pass. What was that? Oh, boy. Are they causing us any problems? Not really. That was like my main man, that was. If that's all he can do, I'm in real trouble, aren't I? And you can see that the match momentum has switched slightly, and so going back to a more balanced way of playing. What I've got to try and work out now is where they are focusing their attacks, and if I can get that right and close that area of the pitch down, then I should go on and win the game. The AI will change what it's doing. I think it has two different ways of playing. They'll vary their passing distance and tempo, and sometimes they will just play with a very low block. Oh, it's like our finishing is so bad, it's painful to watch. It's really painful to watch. I don't know which I'd prefer, to get sacked or to have the joy of rebuilding the entire team. I think at the moment I'd prefer to get sacked. This is a very, very poor team. Let's go and make some changes here. Start with the opposition. They've changed a central defender. They are tired on the right hand side. Their wing back on the right is tired, but I don't really want to react to that yet. We are getting very, very tired, so we have to. Jordan Bayer could be a liability. Kirkin is very, very tired, so let's put Vitinho on for him. Brownhill, not only is he a complete waste of space, but he's very, very tired. And there you go. I did leave it to my assistant manager, and he hasn't given me a midfielder on the bench. Never ever leave the subs to your assistant manager, because he'll screw it up. He's not good enough to even pick a substitute's bench. Roberts is on a yellow card, and we'll leave it at that for now until they make more substitutions. The focus of attacks, because they are coming back into the game, but their focus attacks are pretty much spread across the field. It's not one particular area The good news is they haven't created many chances, but the opposition generally don't need as many as you do. Let's get another one. Let's put this game to bed. We've been the better team as usual. We've dominated possession. So let's put this game to bed now. Losing Bayek is a big, big loss. Oh, blimey. And this guy, Teller, I think he must be on about a 6.2 for the entire season. He's an absolutely dreadful player in FM. And in real life, he's really good, but in FM, they've made him really bad, which is unfortunate for Teller. Now, chance for a twine. Come on. Oh, dear, oh, dear. And that's my point. Like, we are creating chances like that, and we can't take them. Those are ridiculously easy chances, and you can't make easier chances than that. So it's not like we're not creating chances. And the game, there's something wrong with the game. There's something seriously wrong with the game. Norwich are winning, of course, again. Cardiff are winning, keeping it all very tight there. That is what is the problem. I think we've probably got this game won. I'm going to tell them to stay on their feet because they are diving in. Something chronic. Stay on your feet. I do need to make some more changes. We'll do it after this highlight. Anybody on yellow cards? They are getting a bit aggressive, these players. It's just it's poor to watch. It's when they make it like this, it makes it a non-spectacle. All I'm doing is battling to grind out results from a team that's supposed to be the best in the league. Well, the second best. Watford are supposed to be the best. And look at this. They are being told, every single player is told, shoot less often. And I don't know what the game is trying to prove. I really don't. Taking shots from out here. Why are they doing it? They've been playing a whole season where they've been told shoot less often, and they're still taking 40-yard shots. Oh, finally we got another one. Campbell's got another one. 21 attempts. Sheffield United are supposed to be a really good team. They've just been buried. And again, it's something else that doesn't make any sense. Doesn't make any sense to me. And it's not like I put any effort into this game pre-match. I just did what the assistant wanted to do. Let's make some changes now, because we've got no break here to do it. Who's tired? Harwood Bellis again. Well, I haven't got any more defenders. Everybody's tired, so maybe we've just got to like come off the press now. Just come off the press. Do everything nice and quietly. Let's even take it right down, because everybody is very tired. And Campbell's very, very tired. Let's take him off, give him a rest. He's played every game. And Zori can come on. Let's see the game out now. 3-0. Should be home and dry. And Burnley in real life are nowhere near as poor finishers as this game is making out. I don't know why it's doing it. And it's not the tactic. This tactic has worked with every single team that I've played it with. Preston, they were like knocking everyone over. Benfica, unbeaten season and still doing extremely well now. Just knocking teams over. There's something about this which is very odd. And maybe the idea of this is to survive the board's expectation. Maybe that's just what the game wants you to do. Survive the board's expectation, and then next year they'll play better. I don't know. I really don't know how it's going to pan out. And we should be just seeing out the game now. Just close out the game. I don't like type marking pressing forwards or deep lying forwards because they can draw your defenders out of position. Just better to hang off them, let them do what they need to do. But we have totally destroyed Sheffield United today. And that's it, full time. I just don't understand it. I just don't understand it at all. But well done. 3 points is 3 points. And what's happened? Norwich beat Rotherham comfortably. We suspected that would happen. Where are Cardiff? Cardiff drew, so Cardiff have slipped. So it's now looking like Norwich and Burnley secured a playoff spot. Oh, transfer talk. There's nothing I can do about transfer windows at the moment. Have a look at the finances. Where did I get 9 million from? Who left? Where did I get that 9 million from? Have they set the budgets and I haven't noticed? I had like 400,000. Have they set the budgets and I haven't noticed? That's interesting. Or did something happen that I can't remember? My memory has failed me. So 2 teams in the playoffs now already. But if I only get to the playoffs, that may not be enough. Reading. We have to beat Reading, Rotherham and Bristol City. That has to be 9 points. And then we'll see what we pick up from the rest of it. I'm fuming that Bayek is injured. So that's another thing this game has to get to grips with is injuries. And I was on a Reddit forum the other day, and people were taking the mick out of the injury stuff. They really were. Something that they've really got to get to grips with. And does not reflect what's going on. Like, every time I spend 50 mil on a player, he gets injured. Even before the season starts. Especially fullbacks. You buy good fullbacks, they get injured. So we'll play one more game. And then maybe next time we can see the season out. We'll just go through this quickly now. This is what I'm talking about. As you get towards the end of the season, you can lose concentration. But because it's Reading and because we should be winning this very easily, let's just go quickly through this. I might rue this decision. Hi, Mr. Clay John. How are you doing? Good to see you. I might rue this decision to go through this quickly. But we should be beating Reading. They should be just simply cannon fodder. And we don't want to change anything in terms of the way that we are playing. We are good enough to beat them. And let's have a look at the lineup. They're all fit, so that's pretty cool. Matt Lowton can come on, have a game. Callum Roberts didn't have a very good game last time. Actually, no, let's put Bayer back and bring McNally on. McNally's been playing well. Kirkham has to play. Kirkin has to play. Cullen and Brownhill, yeah, I guess they didn't have too bad a time. Teller. Oh boy. Can Vitinho play on that wing? Yeah, he can. Cherlinoff. Bastian playing at... Cullen played quite well. And the Vitinha's form is not brilliant, is it? But Teller's form. Teller had a good game last time, did he? 7.7. Okay, let's give him another shot then. Let's give Teller another shot. Cherlinoff. He had a good game as well. So, okay, let's keep the team as it is. Not make too many changes. Matson can come on. Let's set up the subs bench properly this time. Kevin Long for Ashley Barnes. We don't need both Loughton and Vitinho. We need Bastian. We need a midfielder on the bench. Westwood. One midfielder on the bench will be enough. Okay, that should do it. Burnley set for record points haul. 84, and they're now within their sights. The record total is 93, so we need 9. Well, if we win those 3 games that I've identified, starting with this one. Oh, Loughton's injured now, is he? Muric is injured as well. Well, let's have them all injured. Why not? Muric can continue to play. We're going to play this game basically on opposition instructions, just making sure the opposition don't play to the best of their ability. Kevin Long. None, and again, in this save, given the position in the table that they're at, the number of players who are not training very well, this could be the fact that they don't like me as a manager. It might be as simple as that. And then in which case, it's pointless me being here as the manager. But the number of players that don't train very well, and I've never seen that many. Never seen it that high. And that could be, but if we look at the dynamics, it keeps saying you've only been at the club a short time. It's a year. Strong influence, good relationships, good reputation when compared with the players. So it doesn't look like I'm losing the dressing room. We've got one unhappy player. That doesn't seem too bad. So it can't be that. But it also is a team that doesn't respond on the pitch to what I say. It's quite interesting. I think one of the things that if they don't respond to what I say, well, maybe I should actually tell them, shoot on sight. And then they'll work it into the box. which is actually what I want them to do. I don't know, maybe it'll work. Loughton is fit, Muric is fit. Dervisoglu, 75 minutes. Let's go to the tactical meeting. We're just going to play this match on opposition instructions. Bastion, he wants to play as the DLP. And Westwood instead of Brownhill. Nah, we're going to play the game as we play the game. And we will revert back to the positive approach. I'm not sure whether Cullen is good enough to play as the DLP. Is he good enough? No, he's not good enough, is he, to play as the DLP? Bastion is probably a better option, but he's not really good enough either. Brownhill. Nah, none of them are good enough to play as that DLP. That's why this system is poor. Once Bayek's gone, then we're going to be in serious trouble. That's why. But we're going to go positive. We're going to take this game to them. And another team playing with this very low block. And we'll close him down. Now, this acceleration would worry me. Should be able to deal with him though. Close him down, put him on his left foot. Should be able to deal with him. And Rahman, yeah, we can close him down too, and right foot. And then not too creative. Doesn't have any pace. We'll just close him down. And then 12, 11. He's not a very creative player as well. So we'll just close him down too. Don't think we need to worry too much about either of their midfielders. We'll just close them down in possession. And this geezer, hard tackle him and tight mark him. Tight mark him and hard tackle him. Tom Ince, he's a player we should be worried about. We definitely hard tackle him. And I think we probably need to tight mark him, get close to him. And definitely tight mark him. Tom Ince, he may be hopefully playing as a pressing forward and won't be dragging us out of position too far. But I still want to tight mark him. And Zhao, hard tackle him. Nah, we'll just tight mark him as well. Just get close to him as well. And that should be good enough. Oh, Matson is banned, suspended. Okay. That does mean I'm short on the wing, does it? At one wing. Coutinho can play on the wing. Loughton, I don't want two full-backs there. Hi STK, how are you doing? This is Burnley save is like a mentally tough save. I've never seen such a tough save. Left back, right back. I don't need two right backs. I think I'd prefer to have Westwood on for Loughton. I'm pretty good. Still struggling to get this Burnley team to actually work together. But so far, so good. We're still in second. And we do need to win this game against Reading, though. There's no excuses for this. We need to win this, and I'm expecting a solid. So I just always tell them, if I'm playing against a team we expect to win, I'm going to tell them I'm expecting it, and they need to play well. They played really badly in the first game. FM curse, maybe switching the computer on again, maybe, but they picked up again. Absolutely hammered Sheffield United in the last game. Burnley this year are very hard. They're supposed to be the second best team in the league, but when you're playing them, they look absolutely awful. And I don't know why they're all shooting from 40 yards out. Ooh, that was a bad tackle. Luckily, he got the ball there. They are looking like they're a bit aggressive, the opposition. But we've had all the games so far. They haven't been in the game, which is never a good sign. We need to take the ball off them. Come on, do your jobs. That's good. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. But don't give it away now. Oh, we've given it away, of course. Oh boy, is it going to be... Are we going back to this? We look chronic again now, are we? Is that what's going on now? Shout at them already. They must hate me shouting at them all the time. They're supposed to be such good players. And when you look at the player comparison, the squad comparisons, they are so good in most areas. And should be just beating everybody. But I can't even bear to watch. They're so bad on the pitch. I can't even bear to watch. And it's not the tactic. This tactic is fine. It works beautifully. When players play in this shape, it works beautifully. This Burnley team, though, are just not good enough. And unfortunately now I've lost my DLP, which doesn't help. And we can't score goals. We are the worst team in the league at scoring goals. When you look... I have no idea how this is going to go. 1-0 Reading, probably. I don't know if we're allowed to have a 4-point gap over Cardiff. I'm not quite sure that's allowed. I just... at the moment, since we've lost Bayek today, we don't look a very good team. We've lost our main man, the DLP. Everything in this tactic revolves around the DLP, and if you need to have someone who's good in that role, and you also need a good forward. That's all you actually need. If you don't have those, then it's going to go pear-shaped, as this is. I think I need to slow the tempo down, and I also need to put him on a defensive duty. We're giving them far too much space. He doesn't know how to play that role. But they are all over us at the moment. Oh boy. It just looks like they're a bunch of schoolboys playing out there. For a team that's supposed to be the second best team in the league, they look like schoolboys. It's just like terrible. Yeah, there's another shot from 35 yards. It doesn't make any sense. They've been all season, they've been told nobody shoots from outside the penalty area. Shoot less often, shoot less often. And still they're taking shots from 35 yards, 40 yards sometimes. You'd think by now, after the whole season, they'd be used to that instruction, don't shoot. I've had my rant about the game, STK. I think there's all kinds of things wrong with it this year. Um, they've messed it up. I mean, there's another shot from 35 yards. Every one of these players is on shoot less often. The the tactic is work the ball into the box. And surely by now, after a whole season, they would have got used to that instruction. Doesn't make any sense. They may be sitting back. So actually, I'm going to pull it back a little bit. They might be sitting back. And I need to pull them out a little bit. Maybe I'll go a little bit more direct in a minute. I've got this funny feeling that we're due to give away a penalty as well. That was a good save. I have this funny feeling. At the moment, we're being beaten. Although the match momentum is with us, they are creating better chances than we are. I'm gonna go more direct and pass it into space. I need to pull them out a little bit. You see, match momentum is with Reading. Is it going to be just another one of those days because Norwich are playing Middlesbrough and they don't want Norwich to win again, so they can't have us winning? I'm going to go attacking just before half time. Let's try and get a goal. Oh no, don't shoot. There it is. It's a shot again. Ah, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Why is the game doing this? Why is it got my players shooting from 40 yards when it's like work it into the box? And I've been trying to do that all season. Every player is on shoot less often. Why has the game got them shooting from 40 yards all the time? Oh dear, oh dear. Dear, oh dear, oh dear. And Scott Twine, 17 free kick taking. He's been playing for the last, for half a season. He hasn't scored a free kick yet. There's something odd. I've had players in other saves with 12 free kick taking and they've scored a hatful. He's got 17 and he can't score from a free kick. It's just really weird. He hasn't scored from one yet. It was the reason I didn't sell him, and I was happy to have him back in the winter transfer window because he had a good free kick on him, and that might be the only way we could score. Oh, there's the long shot again. I don't really know what to do about this. Right, let's tell him to be more disciplined then. You don't do as you're told. I'm far from pleased. Not that I'm not happy. I'm absolutely far from pleased. We've been the better team. 65% possession, all the shots, but again, can't score. Free kicks. I mean, you can score from free kicks if you train the team, but this save, there's something very strange about this save. It won't let me score from anywhere. And when, we do win games, obviously, because we're second in the league, we win them 5-0, 4-0. But then we'll go on these runs where it looks like they're a bunch of 12-year-olds. And this is another example of that. And at the moment, Reading are not giving us any worries at all. Okay, time to make some changes. Campbell's having another nightmare again. Let's get him off. Harwood Bellis. He seems to be... was one of my best players, and now he seems to have just packed in. Scott Twine is having a poor game. Cherlanoff is doing okay. Let's put Brownhill on the wing. Bring Cullen on. Let's go with that. I'm a Man U fan for my sins in real life, STK. Let's have a goal. Come on, boys. Let's have a goal. Penalty, referee? Penalty? No, said he won the ball. Also in this save, I don't know if those who follow along, we don't get penalties. It's really interesting that we don't get penalties. We get a lot of those incidents in the box, but we just don't get any penalties. I don't know what it is about this Burnley that FM doesn't like. And there's the goal that wins the game. Yeah, that was coming. Yeah, I know. I've been a Man U supporter since I was very, very small. And look, isn't it really interesting that Norwich are losing again, and we are not, and we are losing as well? Oh no, it's actually been disallowed. Yeah, Chelsea have got their problems, haven't they? Chelsea got big problems. This guy is a bit of a nuisance, Tom Holmes. I'm going to instruct him to tight mark him, even though he is a centre-back. Shane Long. I don't want to tight mark Shane Long, I don't think. Yeah, I do. Tight mark him, hard tackle him. We'll close him down and put him on his left foot. Oh, I really don't understand this game anymore. I used to be so good at this game. Who's this tired? Brownhill. So I can't put Westwood on there. He can't play on the wing. I don't have a winger. You're going to have to stay on, buddy. Tired or not? Going very attacking now. I can't think of anything else that I can do. I've just run out of ideas for this team. Another shot from outside the box. I have totally run out of ideas for this team. Nothing that I do will work. Just got to leave it to luck and hope that somebody can score a goal. Not with a pass like that, they can't. And Reading are such a poor team as well. And it's like Norwich are losing and it's like, why can't we win? Oh, that must... Come on, referee, that has got to be a penalty. Come on. And now, of course, we've also got to score it because we don't have finishers. We don't have penalty takers either. Come on, Twine, you're a set-piece man. Yo, finally. He's managed to put one in. Okay, let's hold on to this now. We're going to go very defensive now. Hold on to it. There's 7 minutes left. Yeah, you're going to have to do something about... I think it is a management issue and somebody needs to get a hold of those players. I think SDK, the Chelsea boys, the dressing room was gone and somebody needs to get hold of them and shake them up. It definitely needs to happen. Oh, come on, FM. That is just outrageously stupid. Why did I know it was going to happen, though? Oh, I don't even want to watch it again. That was outrageously stupid. Oh, thanks, FM. how to upset me. It's because Norwich are losing. Well, have Norwich win. Don't take it out on me. Let's go back to very attacking then. I gotta win this game. But not like that, we're not going to. Look, finishing again. Or is it going to be QPR that we hammer 6-0 then, is it? We're not going to be allowed to beat teams down the bottom of the table. We'll just hammer teams who are up the top. It doesn't make any sense to me. We've only scored through a penalty. We haven't done anything to merit winning this. Another chance. 20 chances again, and we haven't been able to score from open play. This is a bizarre save. It's really bizarre. And it's not like this has just started. It's been like this all season, and there's another example of poor finishing. 21 shots now. We haven't been able to score from open play again. This finishing is bizarre. It makes me feel like I don't want to watch the match because I know what's going to happen. It's too predictable. Like that equalizer was so predictable, wasn't it? As soon as I went back to balanced, you knew what was going to happen. Oh, come on, boys. We're on very attacking. Let's get the ball in there. Still can't do it. Well, that's it. Full time. Possibly one of the worst episodes. What do I say to them now? Yeah, I'm just going to say I'm really disappointed. Really disappointed. Norwich lost to Middlesbrough, and of course we can't take advantage. Cardiff. What did Cardiff do then? Cardiff won, so they've closed the gap. 4 games left. I think next time we'll do those 4 games. We'll see it through. I'm either going to get the sack or we're going to get that promotion place. And yeah, you should talk to the press about how furious I was. Actually, it's not their fault. If I don't have good enough players, I don't have good enough players. And with Bayek injured now, Bayek's not going to come back, I don't think, before the season's out. I think he's done. 3 to 4 weeks. There's only 4 weeks left. He might make it back for the last game. No, he's out for the season. So we have to do it without him. One thing's for sure, we need 2 big games against Rotherham and QPR. Have to be big wins. And then Bristol City, because Cardiff isn't going to be easy. So we're going to have to be in a place. Ah, that's what it's doing. We have Cardiff in the last game of the season. It's all going to come down to that, isn't it? Second place is coming down to that game. I didn't see that, did I? Of course. Of course, that's what's going to happen. Makes me so mad. That is what is going on. Okay, I'm going to call it a day now. It's not been a great episode. And hopefully when I reboot the computer on Thursday, it's going to be much, much better. And the dice will have been rolled. And it will come down in our favour next time. Because that was just dreadful. And 1 defeat, 1 win. We should never have beaten Sheffield United 3-0. They're a much better team than that. And we should have beaten Reading quite easily. And couldn't. Oh well. Anyway, I'll see you all on Thursday. Thanks for popping by. And have a great what's left of the night. Thanks for coming in, STK. Do come again. On Thursday, I think we'll probably go through to the end of the season. We will see what is going to happen. Are we going to get sacked Will we keep the job? Will we get the chance to rebuild in the summer? How much budget will they give us? It's going to need to be a lot of money to rebuild that squad. That's for sure. One of the hardest saves that I could have taken on. Okay, we shall see you soon. Thanks for coming, guys. Thanks. Bye-bye.